Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode 22 of the beginner series to Managersim. It's actually the 28th of August 2019, and I've actually got the week off, so I'm being managed to do a bit more streaming on Mixer and YouTube, obviously, and Twitch as well. But I'm recording this one for various reasons. One of them is that the internet connection has been dodgy the past few days, and I don't want to lose what we go through in the game during a live stream. So I'm recording this one just to hope that everything goes all right. The first thing you might have noticed is that we've got a new intro. That was I can't put credit to that. I didn't make it. I got that off the web yesterday morning, and it looks pretty good. You saw it right at the beginning. I'll show you another quick one right now. So here we go. There you go. It was on the loop, hence why I was just about to start again. I will do another one. I'll do a bit more of an intro. I'm looking to do some sort of animation and stuff like that, but I'm not gifted enough to do that. If anyone knows how to do any animation and stuff like that, then please let me know. Today, of course, is episode 22 of the Managersim series, but first we will talk about briefly the if I just flick the right screen, the sad news that was announced last night of oops, that's the game. There you go. The sad news that was last night that Bury Football Club were expelled from the British Football League due to takeover collapses. Sadly, this has been going for the last couple of weeks. Both Bury, who are a League One side, which are actually in the same division as my Oxford side, who I support, and also Bolton Wanderers, who are having financial difficulties as well, but they've been given 14 days to find a buyer. But sadly, it came too late for Bury. They were being bought, but the people who were going to buy them actually sadly pulled out around 5 o'clock last night, and it was announced I think around late last night, 10 o'clock or something like that. Bury have now been expelled by the Football League, which means League One is now down to 23 clubs, and the way I think they're doing it at the moment is that 3 sides from League One will get relegated and 4 sides from League Two will go up to make the places up, and then I think the rumours are instead of 2 sides from League Two getting relegated, I think only 1 gets relegated and 2 from the conference go up to make the 72 league clubs, and then the conference leagues will make up the extra numbers. Speaking as an Oxford United supporter, and more so as a football supporter, it is very sad to see historic grassroots league clubs going to debt and then folding. This is the first time a league club has actually folded since 1992, when it was Maidstone folded, and they are now back in, I think they're back in the Conference League. They became a Phoenix club, as it's called, and they rejoined and came back. There's been noticeable other Phoenix clubs that have come back up, like Hereford, AFC Wimbledon, of course, but they were slightly changed story there, because AFC Wimbledon were Wimbledon FC, who then moved to Milton Keynes, and Wimbledon FC then became Milton Keynes Dons, and those fans of Wimbledon FC did not like what was going on. I don't blame them, and they formed their own club, and that was called AFC Wimbledon, and AFC Wimbledon are in League One, I think, at the moment. The same goes with United of Manchester, who are a fan-led club who were not happy with Man United's takeover, and other clubs have come back from the grave. I've mentioned a few already, but also you can add Chester to that. You can add Darlington. Poor Darlington, they were really in bad way. They got, well, obviously Bury even worse because they folded, but Darlington got demoted, I think 2 divisions, and then came back up and renamed themselves. Yes, you could put Rangers in that area as well. They had to be demoted a couple of divisions, but they came back up. But in this case, sadly for Bury and Maidstone back in 92, Bury FC does not exist anymore, and if you can see on that picture there, they've been a historic side since 1885, and it's very sad to see these grassroots clubs folding. They did spend too much money. They were nearly promoted from League 2 to League 1 last year, and they spent a lot of money on players, and sadly the debt got too much and the Football League had no choice. It's sad to see these smaller grassroots, well, they're not small, these grassroots clubs folding while Premier League sides are getting richer and richer. There's some top class players paying ridiculous wages, and it seems nothing's helping these grassroots clubs. Of course, a lot of people will say that Bury made their own mistakes, and they did, by spending too much on their players and stuff like that. But as I don't know the full story, I can't really say anything much more than that. So again, that is sad news, and Bolton are the next club now that could be in debt. And Bolton, I think, were also one of the founder members of the league, and they've been given 14 days to find their buyer, which is roughly about 13 now, of course, because this is the next day. And let's cross fingers and hope they survive. But anyway, that's the end of my bit. Let's go over now into the game, and excuse me, just give you a bit of an update how Elfsborg are carrying on. Just checking all my settings. Sometimes I have one of those moments when I'm talking to the mic and I forgot the mic's not switched on, but it is switched on. That's good. So we go to Elfsborg, and the sad news is that our form has dropped. Our form has dropped due to various injuries, and also, as you might see there, we've got a couple of more friends that have joined us, which is great news. Well, maybe not great news for the club, but great news for the league. We have got a couple of more human managers. We've now got 5 human managers who have joined the beginner series. So welcome. So, and they are, if the game just loads up for me. Hold on a second. Just checking to see. Oh, there we go. Our faithful leader, I guess, the guy who brought Managersim back from the dead, Berhan. He's now joined Hammarby. So welcome. Hammarby are a really good side, and I think he will do very well. I'm going to see Hammarby doing. They're going to do extremely well in this league, and you can see why he's joined their side. Their side has got some really good players already. They've got a couple of hundreds there. I think Bergson is a Swedish international. Yes, he is. He must be of those stats. Algorithm is he was a Swedish international, but I'm sure he soon will be a one again. Hammarby are going to be. Oh yeah, and of course they got that very good striker, another Swedish international. I can see why he wanted to join this side. What level are Hammarby? Are they level 5? So he went straight away into a level 5 side. I must stress though, when I became manager of Elfsborg were a level 1 and 2 side. So I started off with doing a lot more work on my side than these higher level sides, but it's always good to see people joining them. We've also got Helsingborg have now got their now on the server. That's unusual. Live as well. So I'll just try to get back in again. Yeah, here we go, we got back in. That sometimes happens, don't worry. The server sometimes loses tracks and you can go straight back in again. Helsingborg. Oh, no, still can't see it. That is Burn, what's going on? Do you know what's going on? I can't actually view Helsingborg, which is strange. Can I view Orenburg? Yeah, Orenburg I can view. So still got Malmo. K's managing Malmo and he's doing very well. He's expanding stadium to 80,000. That's really nice. Hammarby, Berham's managing that. Of course, we're doing Elfsborg. Orebro, which always sounds like a sweet to me, and Morton's doing the same thing. He's expanding stadium to 80,000. Could we do that? I know. We just started explanation work. I think you need something like 80 million in the bank to get your stadium up there, something like that, or 60 million. And we haven't got that much. We've got 40 odd million, haven't we? Oh, 36 million. So we can't do that anyway. But I'm wondering why I can't see Helsingborg. There you go, Bern. Can you look into that? Can you find out what's going on? That is very weird. there's other ways I might be able to view their side. Let's view our side from the fixtures if I can find. There they are. No, that is a, well, I will have to go back in there to find out what their side looks like. So I'm sorry, I could not view that side. And the manager, that is very strange. It's like they don't exist. Anyway, that's something for Ben to look at, I'm afraid. Oh, there we go. So Mike Turner, welcome. He's going to manage. He's managing Helsingborg, so at least I can tell you who the manager is. Let's see if I can click them from here. No, Mike, your side are not working at the moment, I'm afraid. So I can't really talk much about them. But how's Elfsborg doing? As I said before, we have lost some form, sadly. The match form table shows us that we have now dropped down the league a bit, and that is due to injuries, and also I've decided to put some more youngsters in to give them more chance to develop, which might be a factor. But our results have just been going against them. In the last 6 league games, we've only lost 1 game, but we've drawn 5 of them. We're turning to a very drawn side. I think the last league game, which was the last tick, we just drawn that one. If I looked at the fixture list, yeah, we drew 1-1 with Helsingborg. Yeah, there's the Helsingborg side. At least we can see their side, but I can't actually view their team. So yeah, so the amount of times I'm trying to get back into this. So yeah, the server is a bit slow today. But anyway, back to Helsingborg. So we're still getting numerous bids for sides. Runningberg, the striker who could not score any goals, I gave him a couple more appearances because of injuries, and basically he still did not score. You can see it. Oh, he did score 1, sorry. But 1 in how many appearances? 19 matches and 1 goal. Yeah, you can see why we let's see. A couple of things in the background's just knocked down because we've had quite a lot of wind here today. It's getting quite windy today. It's not as humid as it was yesterday though. But anyway, back to the point. He's played 19 games for us this season. He's only scored 1 goal. We've had a chance of bids. I caught it from a computer site, Strasbourg, for double his price for 8 million, and yeah, we're letting him have it. He's just not doing well here, so he could be going very soon. I'm not buying anyone yet because again our team's too big, but we might have to be forced to start buying players soon if basically we get overrun by the other human sides. Before, when I first started this second season, I thought Elfsborg could be a top 3 side, but now, because we've got more human managers coming into, which again makes the game more competitive, I don't think we're going to be finishing in the top 3, especially with also our form. You could see there from Oribro right up to us, it's only a 6-point gap. It's still, how many league games have we actually got left? We've got 7 league games to go. It's going to be very tight. I hope we finish in the top 5. I hope we get the UEFA Cup place, but we'll see. And that also has made me think about the future of this series. I'd like to see Elfsborg maybe for another season, but our manager level has now gone up to level 5, which means we can now start thinking about moving over to bigger clubs and a level 5 or level 5 above sides, and then the beginner series will then tell you how you deal with larger clubs. But that's only just an idea. But if you look on the the European map, for instance in Germany, Bayern Munich are only a level 3 side on this. Bayern Munich, famous German club. There's only 1 division obviously in Germany because this is the Italian game world, so there's a lot of divisions in Italy. Even in Italy, like for instance Juventus, massive club. Funny enough, has no manager and is looking for one, but you can't apply for them. Why can't you apply for them, I wonder? Oh yeah, because of course I'm a level 5 manager, so I can't go for them anyway. Okay, that's not a problem. And anyway, you go to Spain, for instance, Spain, Barcelona. They're only a level 4 side. They're maybe not a very good level 4 side, but. And Real Madrid's way down here, and they're only a level 2 side. So it's just the name that makes them into a big side. Because if you look at this Real Madrid side, they're not that special. A lot of the Swedish sides are better than this side, actually. But yeah, I may think about it after the next season. What's going on? I'll give Elfsborg at least another season. But anyway, I need to do a bit of housekeeping here. Alexandro Hulk is our new wonder player. We haven't had that many decent youth players in the last couple of takes until he arrived, and you can see there he's actually very good. He's Brazilian, so he won't be called by playing international, because we don't do South American internationals here. So I'm gonna bring him in. So there you go. One thing I've got to be very wary of now is a lot of people, which is great, are watching these streams, but a lot of these people are from my division now. And so when I go into my tactics screen and doing tactics and stuff like that, I might not show it on the streams much, because rival managers might think, oh, he's doing that, so I'm going to combat that with that. So I might have to start thinking carefully. You've seen what the tactics screen and stuff looks like on other streams anyway, so you know what to do. I might go in there occasionally, but I won't do it so often now, because I'm weary of other people, managers in this division, watching it. So just go through this. All these contract renewals were done, I think. Yeah, all successful. Schreikenberg, that's good, he's our top player, and I'll reduce his contract by 12k. Danny Norman, he's not interested, so I have to sell him. Okay, so if anyone's interested in getting Danny Norman, please do. He's got a 9.1 skill rating. See, I'm doing a bit of selling here, as people might be watching from my division. I'm listing for sale, not for something too high, because he won't get any bids. So 2.5 million I think is good enough. Thomas Lundgren, unhappy players, too many offensive midfielders. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a minute. Suleiman Holm wants to leave. To be honest, you're nothing special, but you're unhappy. I'm going to boost your morale by sending you on holiday. And hopefully, yeah, unhappy is now content. That's better. Youth player, new youth player. Nah, nothing special. And the report will back me up on that. Yeah, 8.1, nothing special. And there's our game again, Halmstad. How did we do? Oh god, look at that. 19 shots to 3. We dominated it. Successful tackles was high, successful passes was high, but we just didn't score a goal. The only one that scored a goal was our midfielder coming back, Bowman. Okay, so that means I'm doing something right. We've got a full attendance, so that means we should get some good money. 630, yeah. So Bowman actually scored a goal. Okay, that's cool. Couple more negotiating. Yeah, I don't need any more new ones. Barland, what about you? Yeah, you're new. No, I'm giving you less than that. If there's any chance you can get lesser wages for your players, do it. I've seen some people go for £1 contracts, which I don't know how you manage that. Ronenberg's leaving. Hulk, oh yeah, Hulk, you wanted to, yeah, he's going to join us. I've also put him as number 14 for the first team, so he will start getting appearances. The tick before, there was about 12 or 13 youth players, but half of them wanted contracts. None of them deserved it, so that's why my academy looks a bit smaller than normal. Got a couple of players on loan. That's about it really. So we've got 7 games to go, and that's my phone going off. We've got 7 games going at the moment, and well, 6 now, and none against, except for Malmo, none against human managers, which might be to our benefit. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's the end of this episode 22. We'll give you another update towards the end of the season. But Berhan, even look at Helsingborg and ask, and can you find out why it's doing that? There you go, live bug for you. And anyway, back into the game. So thanks very much, guys. Luckily we've had no problems with the connection, so I can do this all in one go. And stay tuned for episode 23 in a couple of weeks time, well, game weeks time. See you soon.